1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3.
What are you expecting? Yes. Well, what we're expecting to see is a plan to get South Africa working again, to get the president to clean up government. If the very people are supposed to start.
Well, it's a huge honour, but obviously the circumstances in which I've assumed office are not ideal. Mr. Maimane's departure was not the way we wanted it to go, but the truth of the matter is that there's a job of work to be done here and the work must continue. I've got a good relationship with Helen. I've had a long relationship with Helen over many, many years in building the DA, but we don't see eye to eye on absolutely everything, and neither should we in a political party. And I have had some disagreements with her over the past, and most notably, I don't think it was the right platform to make her argument around colonialism. I think it's very difficult to win an argument in 140 characters. But that's the beauty about the DA. You can differ with people and still be able to work together, because there is a broader project of building the democratic alternative in South Africa. I was shocked and disappointed. I had really hoped that both of them would stay on until the next Congress. In fact, our Federal Council had resolved that no one needed to resign, that we would go to an early Congress in 2020, probably around April. And it was always my view that both of them would remain in their positions until then and would be free to contest them if they wanted to seek a new mandate. They made a personal decision and I think it has to be respected. I think both of them, as Ms. Mashab, are great South Africans. Unfortunately, when you have a bad election result, it has to be some form of accountability, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Well, I would say that political parties that point to people's matric as in some sort of disadvantage need to be very careful. 89% of the population only possess a matric. There's a very small proportion of South Africans that possess tertiary education. So when you smack talk me for that, you must understand you're smack talking a serious number of voters out there. You don't have to have a degree to be an effective public representative and voice for your community.
The wasteland, and just like you and your argument, all tip, no iceberg.
The leader of the opposition role is slightly, it's slightly more nuanced. You obviously have to be a bit more restrained in it. But I look forward to making some tough speeches. But certainly, I'm going to have to hold back a little bit on the heckling and the barbs, etc., from the benches. The economy fails if we're engulfed in violent destruction in South Africa. If investors pull out, we're all going to sink together. It's not going to matter what the color of your skin is or what language you speak. We're going to sink together, and we've got to avoid that. And we can only avoid that by pulling together, bringing the best efforts of everybody to bear, and driving the country forward in a progressive way. That's how we're going to solve the problems, and that's the South Africa I want to see in 10 years' time.